Hi guys, welcome to another video. So today I just thought I'd quickly get the camera out and do a little vlog. So I'm going to go through some of the meals that I'd eat on an average day, and also get a little bit sort of from the training session that I do a bit later, which I aim to do back. I'm just going to do a quick back session. It's probably going to take 35-40 minutes, but just get it done. I'm big on consistency. I just think tight on time, fine, still get it done. Because it's those days that you'd have missed that will add up in the long run. So yeah, if you've got 30 minutes or 25 minutes, fine, just get what you can done. It will add up. It's better than just skipping it all together. Anyway, that's sort of what I plan to do today. Let's move on a little bit to where I'm kind of at with everything, like nutrition-wise and sort of my calories and stuff like that, and macros. So I'm aiming for 2,150 calories a day at the moment. Just still trying to lean out, just still on a bit of a cut, and just taking it nice and slow. Nothing quick. Just slowly dropping calories when I see fit that I need to. You know, if I start to see that my progress is slowing down a bit, I'll just drop calories by sort of 50 a day, something like that. You know, just very, very slow. Just nothing quick. No need. And yeah, that's sort of where I'm at with my nutrition. Just trying to lean out a little bit, but I'm also just starting to up my activity levels a bit as well. So focusing on getting more steps in, or even just sort of incorporating a little bit of spin. So jumping on a spin bike, just doing a little bit of extra cardio, just to further create a calorie deficit. But let's go on with the first meal, which is going to be some oats. So first meal of the day, I've just weighed out 40 grams of oats. And then I've just added to the oats a banana, some blueberries, and then just drizzled over a little bit of honey that my brother actually bought back from Zante. So a little shout out to my brother for that. Right then guys, so before we get on to the second meal of the day, I just wanted to sort of talk a little bit about my aim and what I want to sort of bring to the channel going forwards. So I want to help people with their training and their form, and also sort of their nutrition, so that side of stuff. Basically, everything that I've learned from the last sort of 8 years of being a qualified personal trainer. So everything that I've sort of learned on the gym floor, training people one-on-one in gyms, I want to be able to bring that to this channel, which hopefully will bring quite a bit of value. But I was just sitting here thinking that you've got that side of things, you've got you training in the gym, then that sort of links quite well with mindset. So just going to talk a little bit about sort of what I've sort of tried to incorporate over the last few years and the way that I try and sort of think about things. So I think it's sort of human nature to if an opportunity comes up or something like that, to think about the negatives, you know, to think, oh, what about if that doesn't work out, or, you know, what about if it doesn't quite go the way or that I was hoping that it would, or I'm not going to do it because of that. But you need to flip it and think, well, what about if that doesn't happen, and what about if all the things that I'm thinking could happen for me and could go well do happen. You know, it's just positive thinking, isn't it? That's the way I believe, you know, you're going to grow and become better. So that's something that I thought would be quite an interesting thing to talk about, and I'm going to bring hopefully quite a bit of that to the channel as well, just positive thinking and mindset, and, you know, trying to get better, trying to improve, you know, trying to develop yourself. That's pretty much sort of covered the little bit that I was going to talk about today, but I will be hopefully talking quite a bit more about sort of ways to sort of change your mindset and think a bit more positively. And because who wouldn't want to think more positively? Who wouldn't want to just be a bit more happier and just, you know, have a bit more of a laugh, and instead of getting sort of bogged down with stuff. And so yeah, anyway, let's get lunch going. And then for the second meal, I've just chopped up 260 grams of chicken. I'm going to add some piri piri, some cayenne pepper, and then just do the rice. It's like a piri piri chicken rice dish. Nice and easy. Right, so I've just added the chicken and the onions. Then I've just added some of my favourite, very lazy garlic, some piri piri seasoning, and the cayenne pepper. Just mix all that up. And I'm just doing 60 grams of rice. And the reason I'm only doing 60 grams is because I'm going to save most of my calories for this evening's meal. So then once the rice is done, I'll just quickly put it in the pan with the chicken and the onions, and stir in the sort of piri piri and the cayenne pepper. Just mix it all in. So there we have it. Second meal, plated up and done. Took about 15 minutes. So as I said, I used 260 grams of chicken, 60 grams of rice, and the reason I used 60 grams of rice, because usually I'll use between like 80 and 100, but it's just because I'm having a bigger meal tonight, so I want to save my calories. So then it was time to train, and as I mentioned, I did back. So the first exercise that I started with was the lat pull down, and as I'm bringing the bar, as you'll see, as I'm bringing the bar down to my chest, I'm just really trying to get the best squeeze that I can on the lats. So just starting off with warming up the back muscles and focus on getting the form sort of perfect with these. Then on to pull-ups, just using the pull-up bar. So it's pretty much a very similar movement to the lat pull down, apart from you're sort of pulling your body weight up towards the bar. Again, just keeping everything sort of nice and strict, just trying to really use the muscles that I'm trying to use. So trying to activate the lats and get a nice squeeze at the top, bringing my chest towards the bar. So then I moved on to the first rowing exercise, which was just the row on the multi-gym. Again, I'm just trying to focus on bringing my elbows, sort of driving my elbows and retracting my shoulder blades to make sure that I'm getting the best contraction on the back muscles that I can. This exercise, like the sort of lat pull down and the pull-ups, is just mainly trying to get the form right. On to the next variation of the row, which I like this exercise because I just slow it down and really try and focus on retracting my shoulder blades to get the most out of it. So you'll notice that I basically keep my arms straight until my shoulders are retracted and then drive with the elbows. And I just find that gives me the best sort of squeeze on top of my back. So try that, just nice and light to start with and then go from there. Then the final exercise, I just did some bent over cable rows. Again, like the other two rowing exercises, it's just all about trying to retract your shoulder blades to get the most out of it and keep the tension on your back, which is what you're ultimately trying to do. I see a lot of people get this wrong, and it is quite a difficult exercise to get right. It takes a bit of time. So I might just do a separate video altogether at one point, just on the basics on how to get the most out of your back training. So moving on to the third meal of the day, which is going to be a sweet potato cottage pie. And as I've saved a majority of my calories for this, I'm looking forward to it. So we've got minced beef, some chopped up sweet potatoes in the pan at the back ready to go, a chopped up carrot, chopped up onion, some frozen peas, stock cubes, some 1 cal fry light spray, and a chopped parsnip just ready to roast. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so I added the minced beef, just going to brown that off. Also added the chopped onion and the chopped carrot. Right, so you'll see that I've added the stock, added the peas, and I'm just going to sort of bring it to the boil and then simmer it. So whilst the minced beef simmering, we've just got the sweet potatoes boiling as well. So that's the minced beef added to the dish, and also then just mashed up the sweet potatoes with a little bit of light margarine and put it sort of along the top. I also put in a little bit of black pepper as well, just to give it some extra seasoning, and it was, as I say, light margarine, which was the Bertolli. But there we go, ready to put in the oven and bake. So there it is, sweet potato cottage pie dished up with a few parsnips. You'll also see I've added a bag of veg, so just carrots, sweet corn and peas. But yeah, pick out what's in that, but a load of gains. Right then guys, that is the end of today's vlog. It's around 9 o'clock now, so I'm just gonna leave it here. But I really do hope that you got some value from this video. You've seen the back session that I did. That was quite a quick session, took about 35-40 minutes, but we got it done, and that's the main thing. So you will have seen some of the tips that I've shared as well, which will hopefully help you get the most out of your back training. And you've also saw some of the meals that I eat throughout the day as well. I have actually just finished a protein shake, which I didn't get on video, because I guess once you've seen one protein shake, you've seen them all. But don't worry, for anyone concerned, protein shakes will make an appearance on the channel again. But in all seriousness, I don't have a protein shake every day. I just have them to top up my protein you know, if I'm a little bit low on protein one day, or I just want a bit more of a top up, I just use them for that. Look at, you know, just to hit the numbers that I need in a given day. But I will sort of just tell you guys what I used to think was true, which isn't. And I used to think that as soon as I finished my gym session, that I needed a protein shake straight away, or as soon as possible after. And the same with like just before I went to sleep. I used to think I need to have a protein shake because otherwise I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm going to have no pecs and my biceps are probably going to disappear. Like it just, I don't know, it's strange, but don't get too caught up in all that with the timings of your protein. It's more about your daily protein intake. So if you need to hit 200 grams of protein per day, you don't need to worry about the timings so much. Just make sure that you're getting 200 grams of protein per day, if that makes sense. But that pretty much wraps up the video there. So take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out of here.